Now then, let's have a look at this. A letter from Hatfield in Hertfordshire.
Dear Jim, there is an idea I would love you to be able to fix for my son Jonathan, but I cannot think how it can be done. Whilst driving around with me in the car, Jonathan has always taken a great interest in the large advertising billboards and indeed come up with many of his own ideas for advertising campaigns. Can you please use all your powers of ingenuity and fix it for Jonathan to see one of his ideas processed through an advertising agency and finally up on a billboard? Yours sincerely, Pam Gladstone.
Bartle, Bogle and Hegarty are the world's leading advertising agents, so we sent in there for starters.
Well, Jonathan, we've been asked to do an ad for our client NatWest.
Yeah.
And that ad is actually for a product called the World Savers Account. And for every account that's opened, NatWest will actually donate £1 to the Worldwide Fund for Nature.
Right.
That's an account that's designed for people who are 12 years old or under.
Okay.
Now, normally we would have an art director and a copywriter in the agency who would develop the ad. But we've decided to take a different approach this time and ask somebody of the appropriate age group to develop the ad. So we're going to be asking you to do the job of two people who would normally do it in the agency. All right? What we're going to be asking for is a poster, and it's what we call a 48-sheet poster. Now, do you know what that is?
No.
You don't? Okay, well, we've got some examples here of 48-sheet posters. This one here that we did for the RNIB gives a good example of what they look like. Now, these are the posters that you see along the roads and people drive past. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, are there any questions you want to ask about these posters?
How many colours am I actually allowed to use?
You can use as many colours as you like. It's unlimited.
And what about the word?
Generally, we like to keep the message as brief as possible because as people drive past, they can't read that many words. So if you can get the message over in sort of 9 or 10 words, that's generally best.
Okay, so is there anything else? I suppose we ought to tell you when we want it by.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're hoping to get this poster up in around sort of April time. So we'd like you to sort of get back to us in the next couple of weeks with your ideas, and then get you together with our creative director to help work up your ideas.
Okay, Jonathan, so you've had the brief now for some time, and as I understand, you've come up with quite a few ideas.
Yeah.
So let's go through your... I think you've narrowed it down to your 3 favourites.
Yeah.
Right, okay, let's have a look. This is your first one.
Yeah. Well, at first I thought NatWest sounds a bit like a character, NatWest. And so I thought, well, why don't we make it a Western character as a sheriff, because the NatWest sign is actually like a bit of a star. But then I thought, what NatWest are trying to say is they give £1 to the Worldwide Nature Fund whenever a new account is opened with them. So I thought the reward is £1.
Yeah, okay, interesting, yeah, right. Next idea?
And the second one I thought was open accounts, as in Count Dracula. And I had to try and think of a way to say, like, looks like he's opened.
That's why the scissors, yes.
Yeah.
Right, I've got it now, I'm with you, yeah.
And then this is actually my favourite, because I thought I wanted actually to do it on sport. My favourite sport is football. My favourite team is Arsenal. And my favourite goalie is David Seaman. Of course, he looks nothing like David Seaman, because David Seaman's got a moustache.
I don't know. I kind of, you know, I think you've got a certain likeness there. Okay. Can we just go over them?
Yeah.
Just if you take that one for a moment. Just starting with the first one, the wanted and the reward, the NatWest idea. I think it's a very clever idea. My only worry with it slightly is that it's sort of in 2 halves.
Yeah.
We set the idea up here for world saving, and then we sort of answer it on this side.
Yeah.
And I just think for a poster, it might be just a little bit slow,
Yeah.
considering that, you know, we want one simple, strong image. The next idea was this idea of taking the word account and breaking it down, so it's like Account Dracula. Again, I thought very clever. I like the way you'd kind of try to do the idea visually, and the idea of the money being paid into the world, so to speak, there. But again, I thought it was a little slow. Open account NatWest, I thought was perhaps a little bit slow. The idea I really liked was this one, which is the idea of the panda as a goalkeeper saving the world. I thought this was terrific. Really, really good. And it's interesting, actually, when you get a really good idea, everything seems to sort of work for you. The fact that it's a football scene is we've got the kind of the crowd applauding at the background. We've got the company name and logo around the edge of the football pitch. And we've got the panda, which is a symbol of kind of nature and preservation. We've got him saving the world instead of saving a football. So it really ties itself together very, very neatly. And I think is quite dramatic. It really is. I think it's terrific. It really works very, very well. Now, the big question is, how should we do it? What do you think? Illustration, photograph, what do you reckon?
I think the photograph would look most effective when you're driving by.
Yeah, I agree, actually. I think I was when he first showed it to me, I thought, well, should we do it as a drawing? Well, maybe. But then I think actually, if we do it for real, so to speak,
Yeah.
actually get somebody in a panda suit. Hey, maybe David Seaman.
Yeah.
Well, why not? We could give him the job, see if he's any good.
Right, let's have a look in here. What's this? We're going to put this on because of you.
Yeah, well, it will suit you.
Should do. You think that's big enough?
Yeah.
Let's see. There's one. I don't know how lads are watching. Right, you want to get the head out for me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, here we are.
Okay. Okay, ready when you are, David?
All right.
Yeah. Great, that's lovely. Brilliant. How was that?
That's all right.
Painful?
No.
You can put it out by hand if you want to, if you want things easier. See how it lines up? Just knock it up gently by hand. Don't be afraid of it. Just give it a little tap.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah. There you go.
Okay, where is that man? Come here. Where is the man? Bring me the man. Hey, oi, here he comes, here he comes. Sit down. Now, listen, you. The boss tells me that he thinks that you were quite brilliant. His words were that you were brilliant. Now then, after you've had a little taste of the advertising world like this, do you still fancy it?
Yeah.
Where would somebody like him get a job from?
Well, I'm just worried he might take my job. That's the thing that's really worrying me. I think, well, any really good agency would be
like yours,
overjoyed.
when he grows up?
When he grows up, when we get to be old and real,
Yeah.
would be delighted to have young Jonathan on this
You've got yourself nearly a job. All you've got to do is just keep going, you see. That is quite tremendous. Now, so listen, what we will do, we will ask my magic chair to see if you should have a Jim will fix it badge.
Yes, it's the new lightweight aluminium fix-it badge.
Oh,
Badge for you.
is it really? Oh. Now listen, boss, just to make his career complete, was he really okay?
Oh,
You know,
okay.
with all those ideas and
Really terrific.
things?
Really, really good.
All right, then. You will bring him luck by putting his Jim will fix it badge around his neck, okay?
Okay.
Here you go. Yeah. Yeah. Excellent.